Hey guys, we have Sparks Flying today's Tool Review Tuesday episode. Let's get started. Roll the intro. That's right, I'm not going to kid you. Sparks are going to fly in today's Tool Review Tuesday episode, and these Dewalt grinding wheels are what are going to cause the sparks to fly. And the tool that's going to power them is this right here. This is the Dewalt 20 volt Max XR 4.5 inch angle grinder, and it's brushless. So it runs off a series of the 20 volt batteries. This one's a 4 amp hour, which is probably middle of the road, maybe a little bit lower in the middle of the road. And this one, there's a couple different versions of angle grinders by Dewalt. One of them has more of a trigger style, and this one has a flip paddle switch. In order to start this, you have to pull that little flip switch down, and then you can squeeze the paddle. So I'm going to show you how this works in just a minute, but I do want to tell you a quick story of why I'm so excited about this grinder. It's about a year ago that I finished this corner right here, this work corner. It's inspired by Casey Neistat, and if you're curious to see what his work corner looks like and why I was inspired by it, I'll put a link down below to the video that talks about his, I think it's called Wildly Functional Work Studio. So it's in New York City. A lot of times when I use an angle grinder, it's not right here where I'm working. It happens to be out somewhere else, and it's nice to not have to drag around a cord and run extension cords to do the work. In Casey's video, he takes his angle grinder off the wall over here and shows you how it's plugged in, ready to go. I want to be able to do the same thing, except I want to be able to walk away from there without dragging a cord. Let's take a quick look at that clip so you see what I'm talking about.
These are the most frequently used tools, including all these power tools, which are always ready to go, always plugged in.
I have a few different grinding wheels I want to try out. So there's this one right here that's more just for grinding. This one's more for cutting, as you can see, like the thickness. See if I can get that to focus. You can see the thickness between the two. So in this grinding wheel right here is what they call Z80 grit sandpaper. So as you can see, there are multiple layers of it. It's kind of like feathers on a bird. They're overlapping, so as they wear out, it kind of works its way back on each one, and then you'll get to some fresh sandpaper underneath. One of the big things I like using an angle grinder for is to touch up my welds. I just welded a basketball hoop over the weekend, and the welds, you know, they have some bumps and ridges to it, but I think that this will clean it up, make it look decent, so then I can put some primer and paint over it and make it blend in and look decent. So I'm planning now to go outside in a couple minutes, and I'll show you how this works. Before we do, I just want to take a quick minute or two just to go over some of the specs. Okay, so the batteries are not included. This is a tool only. So this is a 4 amp hour battery, so it definitely runs off that. And as you can see, it has a brake on it, so after you let go of the trigger, after about 2 seconds, it does come to a complete stop. Definitely has some really great reviews on Home Depot's website, so I'll put a link where you can check that out. And then you can jump into a 6 amp hour battery, something like this. This is probably really well suited for this. So it definitely adds a little bit of weight, but when you have your one hand here and your other hand there on that handle, you can definitely control it quite well. All right, the maximum watts out from this, 800 watts. The no load speed, 9,000 RPMs. The spindle thread right here is 5/8 of an inch. And the tool weight itself with no battery, 3.75 pounds. You can reverse the handle depending if you're right or left-handed or what type of job situation you're in. Then right here is a brake. So in order to change this right here, you can push down on that. That locks it. I want to show you one other cool feature of this. If you can see that little silver tab right there, if you push that in, check this out, you can rotate the shield around it, and then see how it locks in place. Another cool feature I've seen people say they like is that you can just stand it up like that when you're not using it. So I'm gonna wear some safety glasses. We're gonna go outside and I'll show you the project that I'm working on. I can't believe that it's snowing. It's not even Thanksgiving yet. But I'm gonna bring you outside in the snow and show you how it works to grind this down right here. Okay, here we go. That definitely took off the high spots. I really like the way that this thing works. It's really nice and smooth, much easier to control than the other grinding wheels I've used in the past. Here's the next test I have for you. This is 1/4" steel, and I'm gonna use this cutting blade right here. I just switched it out. So this blade right here is 4.5 by 0.045. This is for steel cutting. So we're gonna just nick that corner. All right, let's go. All right, definitely did a great job. There's one other feature that this has. I believe it's called the e-brake. So it's like a emergency brake that comes on in case this gets pinched into something. So I'm gonna try going kind of hard into this right here. See if I can get this to stop. Okay, let's push the limits. Ready? Okay, it did stop. Whoop. It did stop. Let's try it again, see if it'll start. Okay, so I was going pretty hard right there. It's a great feature to have that be able to stop when something's getting pinched. I'm back inside now after putting this angle grinder through all the paces. I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't try to do all those things to show you how it works. So I think I did so. If there's something that I left out, please let me know. If you have any questions, put them down below. I'll be happy to answer. Before we wrap this up, I do have a question for you. What project would you use the angle grinder for the most? Do you sharpen lawnmower blades? Do you cut steel with it? Do you clean welds like I do? And this is gonna be my new go-to right here. Have you guys used this? My goal of making this video is to help you decide whether or not you want a tool like this, if it's gonna fit your needs. For me, I'm gonna say it definitely is going to, and somewhere here, I'm gonna do a little bit of cleaning up and reorganizing of my shelves and back here. So you're gonna see this somewhere on the wall. This is gonna be my go-to, so I can just grab it and then start doing some grinding. So if you find this video interesting and informative, please give it a thumbs up and help support my channel. That's it, friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.